Hey everybody. It's been not a great week for a couple big reasons. And it's not a surprise to anyone that somebody should be talking about this, right? Um America just elected someone who is baseline a bad person and only ever seems to have their own interests at heart. And that sucks in a big way. And I can't I can't even fully I'm not here to be a doomer. Okay? I'm not here to be a doomer. You can go anywhere on the internet and find someone being a doomer about something. Okay? I'm here to tell you that we can have hope, that we need to have hope. And if you are not already organizing, if you are not already working with charities, legal funds, mutual aid funds, if you are not already actively working in your community to help your community, today is the best day of your life to start doing that. Tomorrow is the second best day of your life to start doing that. And especially if you're like me and you are white and cisgendered and you have all the fucking privilege in the world because you won the genetic lottery of not being an instant target. Hey, guys, we need to rally the wagon. We need to be putting our bodies in the way. We need to be organizing and we need to be listening to the vulnerable people who are already organizing and actually know what the fuck they're doing. There's a lot of things that I could say out of just pure emotion because I'm pissed off. And I'm going to not do that. What I will tell you is that in the description for all episodes going forward, there is going to be a list of charities that we are going to be working towards and working with to donate to and to try and organize charity streams around fundraisers if we can. And we're going to be talking with the people in the space who are already fucking doing the work. If you have not, if you are on Bluesky, if you are on Twitter, look at Charity TTRPGs. They're an excellent account that already is doing the work there. Live from the Apocalypse is doing the work. I know them. I know that they're doing it. It's okay to be tired. And it's okay to be sad. And it's okay to be angry about a lot. But you can't let that take hope away from you. And you can't take that willingness to fight. You can't let them take that willingness to fight away from you. I love you all. You matter. We see this green Pontiac GTO making its way through the streets of Seattle on a warm summer day. And we pan the camera in out of the glare of the windshield and through like the side window. And we see two people sitting in this vehicle. In the passenger seat, we see a larger woman, kind of like a built up girl wearing the black A-tank and cargo pants and like black boots. And they are going through some papers in a file that they've had given to them as a kind of scrawnier, shorter, dark-skinned guy is driving the car. And he looks over as they're moving through Seattle. So, Ama, what can you tell me about Lazaret and his friends? What do we know? Well, Cigar, it looks like we've been keeping track of Lazaret and his friends for a little over a year now. He has a roommate who smokes too much, and interesting, they have a spirit with them. Really? Yeah, they have a ghost dog they call Abby. That seems to have been pretty helpful for them before. And then they have, so there's Lazaret, and then Mordecai and Abby, and then there's Journey Sitwell. And it seems like she has some sort of latent magical ability. There's something going on with her antlers. We're not quite sure what it is that she happens to wear. She wears antlers? Yeah, she wears antlers. I don't really know what it's about. Maybe we can find out. And then the last person in the group was a fae called Palmer. But it doesn't seem like they are traveling with them anymore. And Cigar just kind of scoffs and goes, well, I guess that's good for us. If anything goes down, I'd rather not have to deal with the fae and the rest of these three, right? And she just quietly agrees, folds up the folder and puts it in the glove box of the car. And they pull up to Knight's Fitness and see the gang in their van as they are pulling in. And Ama waves a hand out the window and waves you guys down. And then we see everyone pulling into the parking lot, and the camera from underneath the green Pontiac GTO pointing at the gang in the van as the car door opens and a large pair of boots step out.
Mr. GM.
Yep.
Does this lady have a large pair of anything else?
Would those be big honkin' bazongas?
Well, Mr. Keeper.
Sure.
Please tell us. That defeated. I don't care.
I don't care anymore. No, I'm thinking like wrestler kind of built. So not like big, but not small. Muscly.
I know, but I need to know like what degree of panic I'm gonna have.
They're more
So
panic
Rhea
territory,
Ripley.
I imagine.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Rhea Ripley.
Damn it. Okay.
Our Aussie queen.
Don't get me involved.
Okay. Important question. Do I know these guys? And if so, how well? Like a cursory familiarity or what?
I mean, I think that's a question for you, honestly. You grew up in the Brotherhood. You would know quite a few people, especially people around your age, being a very like insular society.
I want to say that I don't know these guys, or if I do, I've only like seen them in passing vaguely through in some sort of like ceremony.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe they were originally in a different branch.
Okay. Yeah. Like you've probably talked to them before, but you've never worked with them before.
Okay. And the names, so we can be super clear on it, Ama and Sagar.
Yes. Ama is the woman, the very like built woman. And Cigar is kind of like the like 5'7", but very like thin black guy.
How do you spell that name?
Cigar is Sagar.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, and Ama is Amah. Yeah, so Ama steps out of the vehicle, closes the door behind her, and leaves Cigar to kind of gather his things, and walks up to the driver's side window where Dan is. Well, hey, how are you?
Ama, right? Yeah, that's your name?
Yeah, how are you doing, Lazaret?
I'm pretty good. Actually, I usually go by Dan around these parts.
Right. Okay.
I think
I'm not
Journey's
sure
gonna...
anyone else has heard that. Well, maybe some of you have around the Brotherhood, but...
Yeah, I don't think I have. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan, is that like your middle name?
yeah, I think Journey's gonna look at Mordecai
It's
and
my
be like,
Canadian name.
what's a
Oh, y'all have
Lazaret?
different names up there? Sick. Okay.
Yeah, it's because of the Queen.
Hey, do your homies want to burn?
Are they cool?
I think they're cool, but I don't think they're going to want to take you up on that, probably.
Yeah, no, sorry, we don't partake.
Okay, up to you. That's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I requested a team out here, so is that what you're here for?
Yeah. Now this is an interesting question because we've not really talked about it. What would be the like honorific that they would use for Tiergan? Because they would not call him by his first name. I don't necessarily know if they would call him by his last name.
I think his formal term would be Lugal, which is from the Sumerian for king or ruler, literally big man.
Okay.
Maybe the Lugal or Lugal Olbamesh.
Okay. Yeah. Ama goes, yes. The Lugal sent us to help you finish this mission. We were told that in the Brotherhood briefing, it was something about werewolves.
Do you want to step inside the van for a moment? We can have a little debriefing.
Is there room in the van?
Yeah. So
Are we all just gonna sit really squished together?
I'm in the front seat.
My image of the van has always been like a fucking like 10-seater.
Ah.
okay.
So I think there's space.
I like the idea of it being kind of like the Mystery Machine in layout,
Yeah.
where there are 2 seats in front and maybe a middle row in the back. But then like the very back of the van might have like benches on either side rather than like continuing to have like row.
Yeah, there's not seats in the very back because we've had scenes where we're like laid out back there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but there's room.
Yeah.
Like there's space for people to be.
Yeah, there's a beanbag and a rug.
That's Mordecai's corner.
This is Mordecai's special corner.
It's where Mordecai goes to bleed out in the back of the van.
Also, Anton is in the van as well.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was like,
Anton's
wait,
in the back
so that
here.
means how many people do we have in this van right now?
We're gonna have 6.
Only 4.
Jesus Christ.
No, we're gonna have 6, but that's like a minivan could fit that. That's no problem.
And
Yeah.
I sit next
Yeah.
to the muscle lady.
I don't know, can you?
I'll just move into the back so you two can get to know one another. Gives Journey a thumbs up.
I'm gonna keep burning in the front seat.
You're a part of this too, Anton.
Oh, I know, but I've heard this part. I think. I mean, I didn't hear about the Canadian nickname, and now I really want one. Like,
Oh, you can have one. Yeah, I'll come up with one for you.
that would mean a lot to me. Not gonna lie.
Ama says, yeah, sure, that sounds fine. And starts circling around, and Cigar also like makes his way up, and they open the back door of the van, hop in, and Cigar goes, okay, yeah, so what the Brotherhood told us before we left was you've been fairly injured on this mission, and you needed some medical support and possibly combat support. It is the Brotherhood's belief that these incidents have been caused by a group of werewolves in the area. So, what can you tell us?
I mean, doesn't seem like werewolves per se. It's similar. It's definitely people with some animal qualities, but
Well, what the fuck is going on with your mouth? There is green gaseous smoke coming out of your mouth when you talk. So I imagine Dan is like near a window where there's some like ventilation.
yeah.
Journey just turns and goes, yeah, that's a feature now.
Yeah, my boy is mutating.
Mutating is a strong word. I have been under the effect of some sort of magic or some sort of serum. I have been trying to diagnose it, but that's a secondary issue.
Ah, shit. I'm just thinking about it. Like,
It's pretty
have
cool,
it.
right?
Do I want to show it?
This is pretty cool.
It's concerning. Do you have any samples, anything that we can understand what this is doing?
I can't decide if I want to do that.
I mean, it'd be sharing something with the Brotherhood.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah. And I don't know you have them.
I When I killed one of those dudes, I took some of his blood, if that helps y'all.
Cigar perks up a little bit. Yeah, let me. Can I see it?
I mean, you can look at it if that's what you're asking.
Well, I'm going to have to use some sort of divination magic on it to be able to like diagnose properties.
Can I get it back after you're done?
I can't guarantee that because the magic might eat it up. And you would actually be very familiar with that concept because back in the Feywild arc, in the beginning of the Feywild arc, that's exactly what you and Dan did to transport yourselves into the Feywild.
Yeah, that was our first time using blood magic. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
For some of us.
For some of us.
I didn't mean to get you addicted.
I like it.
You suggest, what if I help you? And Cigar like eyes you for a second and says, sure. Yeah, that would be fine. He's not happy about it, but he knows that the only way that he's going to get this information is if he lets you help him.
Sick. Just let me cut my hand real quick.
You don't really need to do all of that for
but it's kind of
magic.
fun. It's kind of fun.
Okay. Freak.
Mordecai, you don't need to get too involved with like the Brotherhood magic. I think your source of power lies separate. I don't know if it would be completely congruent.
So what you're saying is I should shotgun him.
That's a bit of a stretch.
I mean, all I have to do is just inhale the weed and then blow it in his face.
Shotgun as in inhaling. Okay.
Yeah. Are y'all not familiar with that term?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, Journey, we can do it later. It's fine. Well, I'll do it with this cigar guy now.
It's a good way to start.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, brother. I give Anton a fist bump.
Anton reaches over the 2 rows of seats and fist bumps you back.
Sick. Let's do this.
Yeah.
By the way, Anton.
Yeah.
Your Canadian name is Shurupak.
Shurupak. Fucking awesome.
Yes.
Can I have one too?
Yeah, if you give me a minute.
Cigar, I think, puts up his hand for a second and says, no chemical alteration is going to be necessary for me. Don't worry. All I need is...
It's more of a me thing.
All I need is for you to take my hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Cigar will take your hand. I assume you hand him the blood vial.
Yeah, I hold out the blood vial in my left hand, and I'm gonna take a fat rip off of my blunt and hold it in until I'm needed.
Cigar will like grab the blood vial with you, so both of your hands are touching the blood vial, and then he will just like put his hand against your hand and close his eyes, and you see purple writing kind of light up from underneath Cigar's shirt on his back and then flow down his arms and into his hands and like pulse into the blood vial and then start to pulse into Mordecai. And Mordecai, what does it look like as you are helping him with that?
As I exhale my weed, also closing my eyes, bluish silver magic in the smoke cloud channels back through into my mouth, down my arm, and then entwines in his purple writing thing.
That pushes back into Cigar, and the magic recedes and like moves up his body, up into his neck, and then into his eyes. And he opens his eyes, and those purple runes are like floating on the surface of his eye, and then they fade away. And he says, okay, interesting. So this blood has been tainted with some sort of serum that inflicts monstrous properties upon the user. However, it seems like that's not the full goal of the serum. What the serum also does is when you take it, it fully regenerates all of the cells in your body. And so mechanically, when you take the serum, you're going to take +1 forward and you're going to heal all harm and stabilize if you've been unstable. But if you get a 7 to 9 or a 6 on this, you have to take some of those effects and roll on the monstrous attribute and weakness tables.
Oh, sick.
That's pretty awesome.
Thanks.
Yo, let's all boost up.
It's not really dissimilar to the werewolf serum that is used by the Crit Show, especially in the early seasons of it, but with like a little bit of our spin on it.
Holy shit. Dude, how many of those do we have?
I'm not telling you because I don't have them.
Is that Amelia or is that?
Yeah, I said
that's
that
Amelia.
in Mordecai's voice. Wait, Mr. Cigar?
Yes.
If I drank that blood right now, do you think I could get like a contact, like a little mini boost?
No, I don't think that's how that works. It seems like once the serum is in the bloodstream, it becomes mostly inert.
And also, drinking human blood can have some negative long-term effects.
You can get diseases.
Well, okay, Dan. I mean, if you say so.
Okay, so
I still want it back.
To clarify, the only people who know that Journey has the serum, the only person is Journey, right?
yeah, I don't think
Did
Journey's
anybody else see
told
that?
anyone.
I don't think anyone else saw it, and I didn't tell anyone.
It was kind of just.
I don't think I told anyone, right?
No, I don't think you did.
So,
Yeah, I fully forgot about it.
Yeah. So when all of this is mentioned, Journey, what are you thinking? How does Journey react to learning this information about the 4 vials of serum that she has in, I assume, like her purse?
Yeah, she's a little fidgety. She's a little nervous, but she just met these people. They're also from the Brotherhood. She's not a fan. I don't think she wants to reveal this information to them, but she also doesn't want to tell the guys hey, we got this good juice in case we need to use it. I think it's just at this point she's just trying to keep it quiet, and if she wants to bring it up later, she will, but I don't feel like now is the time because she doesn't trust anybody in the situation yet.
That's perfectly fine.
They're just lip gloss tubes in my bag, blinking around.
So now we know a little bit more about the serum. They've been applying it to their own members and also some random people in the community. I unfortunately became one of those people. And we have reason to believe, or at least a suspicion, that this gym is one of their hubs. We happen to also grab a membership card from one of the people who's associated with them in some way for this gym. So our plan is to get in and investigate right now.
Okay. Yeah, Ama speaks up. Okay, yeah, that sounds fine. Have you come into contact with anyone who has been infected with this other than yourself?
Yeah,
Maybe that guy that I killed.
Oh, you killed him.
Oh,
well, okay. We ran into a few. We did kill one.
Okay.
It was just one, right?
Yeah, you've only killed
I
one.
only killed one.
Yeah, there was a bit of a scuffle.
We burned
But
down a
there-
hospital, too.
There was
In
a
the
hospital. There was a fire that occurred.
Yeah, we didn't mean to.
That was all me. It was awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the facility where they were applying the serum to people, so don't feel too bad about it.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel bad about it. You know, we just kind of lost out on a lot of good juice.
Journey fidgets
Well,
more uncomfortably.
Juice notwithstanding, this is our next step. So we have one membership card, and I think we can get a +1. I don't know if everybody can go in and walk around freely. So we need to sort of strategize what the next step is. And Journey, by the way, your Canadian name is Inanna.
Wow, I love that.
that's pretty sweet. Mine's Shakira.
I'm Shakira.
Ama says, okay, that sounds great. When you fought one of these, did you have any understanding of what their weaknesses might be?
Light.
Okay.
They're all... Light did have an effect. I think, but I also get the impression that they're all sort of unique mutations. So,
Why would you believe that?
because of my experience with the serum
So,
and also the bit of diagnostic I was able to do on myself because of it.
okay, so you're experiencing something different than what the thing that you fought had.
Yeah. So the guy that unfortunately did not make it out of the last fight seemed to, I don't remember exactly. He had some augmented strength or size, and he had like claws,
Mm-hmm.
and he like faded into the walls or something.
It was pretty sick.
It was pretty scary.
He also kind of fucked us up. Like, I got impaled.
Oh, okay. Well, good to see that you're better. The membership card works well, and the +1 is a great idea. There is one issue with that.
Is the problem that
shit.
I don't know how to use the gym equipment?
Oh, you just pick it up.
No, we can fix that for you, actually. But Amal like looks out of the front of the van towards the doors, and there's a big closed sign on the door of the gym.
Oh, what? It's just a door.
When are their
Oh,
operating
that's not
hours?
a problem. I can pick the lock.
Journey's like Googling on her phone to see when they open.
They're normally supposed to be open right now, but they are closed.
Does this parking lot share any other businesses? Like, is there like, you've got the Lowe's, and then you've got like a Hy-Vee or whatever they have in Seattle,
Like a
and
strip
then you've
mall.
got
Is it
Knight's
is it a
Fitness.
strip mall situation?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. My next question, if it was only this place, was going to be, are there other cars?
Right.
But that's not going to tell us anything.
Wait, guys, what if we can't get in the door? We go into that froyo right there, and then we just blow a hole in the wall and get inside that way.
I'm sure
I mean,
there's a
that
back
is an
door,
option.
Mordecai.
There are more discreet methods.
I mean, we already burned down a hospital. What's the point?
I don't
Fam, chat,
I don't
listen.
want to get arrested.
I'm here for you.
Anton's a Twitch
Oh my
streamer.
god.
He's a Twitch frog.
Chat.
He's got 2 followers. He's very proud of them. They're great people.
Let's go.
One of them
No.
is Journey.
And the other's Mordecai.
It was a follow back.
Follow for follow.
I really I hear you. I really want to do it. There is a lawn equipment shop next door. I really want to go in there, see if they have a chainsaw, but we got to be smart about this.
Yes, thank you, Anton.
Yeah. So like I said, I can
Well,
pick
now
the
I'm
lock.
kind of interested in the chainsaw thing.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Journey.
Yes.
Would you and somebody, maybe Journey and Anton, can you sort of sweep the building, or at least, do a perimeter check?
Yeah.
See if there are any other entrances, low-hanging windows, anything that looks promising.
Sure.
Sure thing. Anton's going to check his revolver to make sure it's loaded and then tuck it into the back of his pants and then get out of there.
Journey's gonna push open the van door with her feet and just hop.
She's very small.
Yes, she is.
Very dangerous.
There's a lot of rage and a lot of power hidden in that, in those 4.5 feet of person.
Yeah. And she's got horns.
So Journey and Anton are going off to check the building. What are the rest of you doing?
Does Mordecai see any birds nearby?
Yeah, you see a pigeon that is wandering the parking lot.
All right. I'm going to call over to the pigeon in pigeon speak. What's up, little pidgey?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can talk to you. It's pretty cool.
Holy shit. Okay. This is new for me.
I've been doing it for a while. You get used to it.
Okay, yeah, sure. What are you? Do you have seed?
I have a bunch of these really cool seeds that I've been saving from some low tier weed that
Okay.
I think you might like.
Okay, interesting. I like it. I like it. What do you want?
Is there anybody in that gym right now? You see that one right there in the that big concrete structure right there?
Well, let's see, guy. I've been wandering around this lot from half way past sunrise to about now. And so I've not seen anyone go in, but I don't have any sort of like X-ray vision or anything. I can't tell you if somebody's inside.
Okay, I mean that's cool. That tracks for me. Okay, here's like 2 little weed seeds for you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
There could be more in your future and for your homies if you collect a bunch of them and then start like pecking at those windows over there of the gym.
Okay, so what you're trying to engineer here, just so I understand,
Is a distraction.
What you're trying to engineer is a bunch of pigeons pecking at glass of a like business.
Correct.
Hard enough that it breaks.
No, not breaks. Just to draw their attention, and then as soon as if the little Pidgey agrees, I'm going to very quickly tell the group, hey, we should try to go to the back door, give it like a couple minutes, and I think these little pigeons are going to help us.
Okay. Yeah, the pigeon goes, all right. I like that idea. Peck gets the seeds. Whoa!
A little spicy, right? It's kind of cool.
Okay.
Since it's taken by mouth, wouldn't it like take a minute to hit?
It's a pigeon, dude.
It will take some time, but they will taste a little spicy.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Hey, man, we're talking about talking pigeons. Are you really going to like?
Their stomach is like
Well,
an inch
technically,
big.
the
Are you
THC
gonna
would
fucking
require-
litigate me on this right now? Yeah, give me a second. Flutters off, and you just
Hell yeah.
you hear in the distance. Hey, guys,
Hey, Larry.
guys, we got a bunch of fucking seeds over here. And then you like hear the fluttering of wings. The sky darkens.
Dude, are you talking to that pigeon?
Yeah, dude. So you see what's going to happen in like the next 2 minutes is that pigeons are going to start swarming this place and pecking at those glass windows of the gym. Not to break them necessarily, but I imagine anyone inside is going to be pretty curious. So what we could do is probably take that membership card, you know what I'm saying? Go to the back and see if we can't, figure out a way inside that way. But we should probably do it quickly because as you can see, there's like a swarm coming. And I'm just going to toss my little pill bottle of seeds at those gym windows.
Word. Okay.
And I'm just going to start moving that way. Hands in pockets, smoking a blunt.
It's like a scene out of The Birds. As the sky darkens a bit, as if a cloud has moved over the sun, but instead you hear the flapping of hundreds of wings as a swarm of pigeons dive down to start pecking at this window. And Ama and Cigar are just fucking dumbstruck at this point. They're like, what the fuck?
Are you ready to rock? More importantly, are you ready to roll? Welcome to No Quest for the Wicked, an award-winning sci-fi actual play podcast using Paizo's space opera system, Starfinder. Stow away with us every other Wednesday as 4 best friends explore an entirely homebrew setting in a planet-hopping adventure that plunges the crew of the Maverick into a political and cosmic conspiracy that doesn't just put their lives at risk, but the system and even the whole universe. Join Merrick, the 4-armed warrior in self-imposed exile as he breaks tradition and forges his own path with a passion hotter than the desert sun. Durin, a former assassin running from his dark past hoping to make a new life for himself. And Cody, an android with memory problems, an obsession with the 80s, and a desperate need to find the boy who made him. New episodes every Wednesday on NoQuestCast.com or your favorite podcasting app.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening to Memester of the Week. That was No Quest for the Wicked. Fantastic little actual play series. You guys should definitely go check them out. They're a lot of fun. I just want to thank you guys so much for listening and checking out the show. We've had a lot of new listeners in the last couple of months, and it's just cool to see you guys connecting with the story that we're telling here, and that's pretty neat. if you want to hang out and talk about that or just share your hyperfixations with us, you can find us on Bluesky. You can maybe still find us on Twitter by now. We'll see about that. And then also on the Actual Place Discord server, and links for all of that are in our show notes. But yeah, if you're enjoying the show, if you're finding yourself thinking about the show or just having a good time with it, rate and review us on the thing that you're listening to us on. I think half of our listeners on Spotify right now, which is crazy. So check us out. Give us a review that you think is appropriate. I know that on Pocket Casts and Good Pods, you can also rate and review shows. And the thing that is nice about that is that it does tell the algorithms that push things into your feed that this might be something that you like. And so it just helps gets eyes on the show and helps share a story that you're enjoying with other people. And that's always a good thing. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening and hanging out with us. And the next episode should be up on the 23rd of November. That's right. We're giving you a date now. We're on top of it enough that we can do that. So yeah, we'll see you then. Enjoy the show. Let's cut back to Anton and Journey. You guys have exited the vehicle and are starting to try and find like a way in.
As she's rounding the corner with Anton, she's giving him tips about his Twitch channel and just making small talk, chit chat. So as Journey is providing Twitch tips, she is going to read a bad situation to try to see what's going on with the back of this building. That is a 12. So I have an advanced success for that.
Let's go.
Yeah, advanced success. You can ask any question that you want, not just the listed ones. And you have a hold 3 in total.
Oh wait, so that means I get to ask 3 questions that I want, or just 1 question that I want?
They're not specific about that.
Yeah,
because it feels weird to me for the advanced read-a-bad to be like you get one question, but it's just in general. How about this?
Well, how about I use 2 of the generic questions and then 1 question that I want?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest actually.
Okay. What is my best way in?
As you are looking around the back of this building, you see a loading dock that is connected to the gym. Someone has left the lock for like the rolling door open.
Okay. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, as you're moving through this space and you're looking around, a danger that you hadn't quite noticed is that there are security cameras on this dock, on this loading dock.
And then for my custom question, give me X-ray vision. Are there people in this building? Can we get it in such a way that if there is someone in this building, they just so happen to walk past a back window right about now?
I'll give you that. As you are looking around and you're trying to scope out this situation, there is a group of back windows on the building, and you see at least 2 people in the building. So you see one figure that seems to be like kind of taller, and then you see someone who's like a bit shorter and has short, like slicked back hair.
Okay.
So you can't quite make out like more important details of them.
Okay. Well, I think at that moment, Journey is going to kind of duck under the window and sort of like yank Anton's arm to like pull him down so that they don't get seen. And she's going to look up and notice the cameras and say, okay, so not the most ideal situation. Because we've got that, and there's definitely guys in there. But do you see that door over there?
Yeah, I see.
We might be able to get in from there. But we need, like, some kind of distraction.
Yeah, if there was some distraction at the front. get the guy, the people inside to go to the front.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what I'm thinking.
I wonder what's going on with Mordecai and Dan right now.
I hope they're okay.
At the moment that you say that, you just start hearing the pecking of hundreds of pigeons on this window at the front of the store. And you see Mordecai come half running around the corner. In an Ocean's 11 style cut, we see Mordecai preparing his birds. We see Journey and Anton in the back of the building planning the way to get in. And in our third cut, we follow back up with Dan.
Amma and Cigar, I want you guys to keep watch. Find out if anybody else is coming. Amma, can you stay in the car out here front? Cigar, will you? I think there's a dumpster out back. You want to hang out there? Does that sound good? You see anything coming, you let us know.
So,
or if things start to sound or look like they're going awry on the inside, come on in and interject.
I think Cigar kind of bites his cheek a little and goes, so you're telling me that you request aid and then we are sent out here and you want us to wait outside?
I just think it's a lot of bodies if we're trying to do a little bit of a sneakier mission. Now, if you see fire flashing in the windows, that's a good sign to come inside. Okay?
Yeah, they both just kind of take a breath, exchange a look, and then say, okay.
There's a lot of these guys, and they're in a lot of different parts of town. So just want to keep a handle on things. Hate to get blindsided. Okay, break.
Right. Yeah, and so Amma gets back into the van, and Cigar follows around back to keep an eye on the back door for you.
Okay. And I heavily delayed run up in Mordecai's direction.
Oh, guys, what is that noise?
Oh, I enlisted an army of pigeons to create a distraction in front of the building.
That's a thing you can do?
You what?
Oh, yeah, I can talk to animals, dude. You didn't know that?
Yeah. That's pretty badass.
But an army?
It's pretty cool. I don't know how long they'll do it for, but...
All right, we should go in.
Yeah.
We should go then.
I round the corner. And Cigar follows behind me and takes up a spot begrudgingly by the dumpster.
Oh, one problem though. There are security cameras, there and there.
Well, then that just means we're going to have to clear the footage or something.
We're going to have to burn the building down.
Why don't you just...
That's going to be a plan Z.
Why don't you just magic blast the cameras?
Ooh, yeah.
That's not going to...
Journey, do
that's
that.
That's not going to...
That won't erase what footage they already have of us.
Okay.
No, Anton, just shoot him.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I've
Let's
got
go
Amma
inside.
and Cigar keeping watch in front and back.
Oh, cool.
In case more
Yeah.
people show up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to get this door open, so...
I'll take point. Let's go.
All right, yeah. Anton, you go over and you lift up the, rolling door to open up the loading dock.
Is there anybody in the room?
No, it looks like this is just a empty concrete room right now.
Okay.
This is kind of a back room where the employees will come up and check in. There's a concrete staircase with an actual regular door next to it, but that door you didn't check, but you saw that this was left unlocked.
All right, then I think he's going to pull out his gun, and then he's going to go up the stairs.
I'm sneaking.
Yeah, everyone gets into the building. The rolling door comes down behind you, and now we're all here in this back room of this gym. So there is a computer for employees to clock in, and there is a little locker room off to the side for them to change their clothes. And then there are 2 double doors that lead out into the rest of the areas. And then there is an additional door next to that.
I want to go to that door and try to use magic to see if the room is empty or not. I'm going to try and get X-ray vision
Okay.
for a second. And what I'm doing is that old black magic, which lets me use magic to investigate a mystery. That is a mixed success with an 8.
Okay.
So, looking at investigate a mystery, what's being concealed here? my third eye opens up.
Yeah, I think you have your third eye opened up and your vision is projected through this door, and it goes down a hall past a server room that has the security cameras, the monitors for the security cameras in it, and then takes a left turn and goes down a set of stairs into a basement where you see some bits of lab equipment set up, but before you fully get a grasp of what's going on in that room, your vision cuts off.
I'm going to gesture towards the door.
Is there something heavy but mobile, something that isn't bolted down in
Fire extinguisher?
Well, like a barbell, an easy bar.
Is there something heavy that's not bolted down in the gym?
Yeah.
Well,
a 20 kg plate.
and this employee
In this- yeah.
lounge.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Okay,
this is the
good
back
point.
rooms.
Yeah, I would say that this is also where they take some of the weight and equipment that they have extra in case something breaks or anything like that. So yeah, there's some extra dumbbells and stuff laying around.
So while they're going to the door that Dan was investigating, I want Anton to put as much heavy shit in front of the double doors so those other two guys don't come back through this way.
Okay.
Fair.
But quietly.
Yeah.
Quietly stacking, quietly playing Tetris over there.
Yeah, roll act under pressure to keep this quiet.
You got it.
That's an 8.
It is an 8.
Okay.
So, worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
You drop a dumbbell on your toe.
Oh, you herniate a disc.
Oh. All these are terrible options.
Yeah. What will happen here is your goal here is to try to barricade this door and do it silently. So you're either going to barricade this door, but it won't be fully silent, or you're going to strain yourself and take a bit of harm here.
I think Anton's gonna strain himself because I think he knows how important it is that, they do this as quietly as possible.
Okay. That's how it goes.
All right. How much harm?
You're going to take 1 harm
Okay.
from this.
On that one big toe that you drop the dumbbell.
Careful, dude. Don't push yourself too hard.
I like to think that he drops the dumbbell on his toe and Dan just instinctively puts his hand over his mouth.
Don't do the loud cartoony scream.
Good save.
Okay. Anything anyone else is going to do here?
This room is connected to the locker room, correct?
Yes.
And the locker room is not where those dudes are.
Yes.
And the locker room is not in the direction that we are heading.
Yes.
I really want to go look for serum in the locker room.
Oh.
Right. We need to stick together.
Yeah, but what if there's
Mort, I saw a lab up here.
Yeah, but all right.
Yeah, you want to look for loose serum?
In the lab, 100%. If there's a lab, oh yeah.
I'm pretty confident we can find something.
We might also find regular anabolics in the locker room. Just in case we burn this place down, we should keep that in mind.
We're not burning any more places.
You say that every time, but every time we do something.
This conversation's getting a little loud. You're going to have to move before something of interest is going to start happening.
Okay, let's go. Fuck it.
I'm gonna check the door. Is it locked?
This door was locked.
Somebody open the door? I can maybe try. Magic.
You're telling me. Wait, I have a lockpick, don't I?
I don't know, man. Check your gear, man. I don't know.
It was never an option for me to have, but I always just assumed that she had one on her because that's
the
my
vibe.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got bobby pins.
Yeah, I got bobby pins and shit.
Yeah. If you want to try and pick this lock with some fucking MacGyver shit, go for it.
Doing it. What do I roll for that?
I would say that's an act under pressure.
Okay. I am going to act under pressure to use a bobby pin from my hair to open this door.
I would like to add flavor if this succeeds.
Oh boy.
Oh, and also you have your antlers, which can become any tool.
That's true. That's true. I don't want to abuse that too much. Also, it's magic. And,
I mean, it is your signature. Oh, okay, that's fair.
and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's
it's
an 8.
mixed. It's an 8.
That's 3 8s in a
Amazing.
Yeah,
row.
weird.
You're going to get this door open, but someone is going to be aware of that. There's going to be some sort of like
Silent alarm.
silent alarm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought you meant like the sound of the bobby pin is so loud that
Yeah.
they can...
It just snaps.
The door creaks fucking cartoonishly.
Yeah.
No, somewhere the camera shifts to a control panel and a red light starts blinking
Yeah.
quietly.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say for flavor, like Dan is like has his hand out and he's thumbing through a radial dial of spells trying to find something, and then I look over and I hear a click and you've opened the door.
Okay, got it.
Nice one.
Good job.
I've done this a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
She's not proud of it. She's a little proud of it.
Okay, yeah, you guys head down the hallway. You see the security room and start moving around. What are you guys going to do here?
We should erase the footage, but after we deal with it.
Yeah. Dan, do you know which room the lab was in?
It's forward down the hall to the left.
All right. I say we go straight there. We can get our hands on that boosty serum, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna look and see what we can find.
Can Anton
Let's
just
not get too excited yet.
take the entire like security, like, because usually like the console for like recording is not very big at all. It's like the size of a DVD player. Can he just take that out? Because I feel like he would know, especially like what one would
Ooh.
be like.
Yeah,
Former police
Security
officer.
specialist.
yeah.
Former police officer.
How about
dude.
this?
Yeah.
Let's do a split real quick, and
Expert at erasing evidence.
the three go downstairs, and Anton, you're handling this. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
So as the rest of the group is going downstairs, we stop with Anton as you enter the security room, and you're looking for the security like console. What is where the actual information is recorded on?
You're suddenly locked in the room. It is now Five Nights at Freddy's.
So I think this is a combination of two roles here. I think you're going to have an investigative mystery to be able to like identify this, and because you have a previous knowledge of these things, you're going to have a +1 to that.
Okay.
And then once and if you find the thing that you are looking for, then it will be an act under pressure to remove it without being overheard or anything like that.
Awesome. I like this. That is an 11 for my investigative mystery, which is amazing because he's got a negative sharp.
Killer.
Let's go.
Killer. Okay, so you get 2. One's definitely what's being concealed here. It was the box.
The box.
What's in the box?
Oh god.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What was it going to do? Like, before I erase, can I like review like security footage to see what's going on here?
Yes. So you're looking at 10 screens in front of you. Different shots of the gym. There is
Rows of unused equipment.
rows of unused equipment. Very like liminal space. A dark gym that is going unused in the middle of a day. And you see walking through like the area with the gym equipment from a few minutes ago, a tall man with kind of like shaggy long hair that you don't recognize, but maybe some of the rest of us would, because it's Skull from the pair of people that you interacted with previously. And then you also see kind of a stockier guy who's around like 5'8" or so, but is very like muscularly built, with short, pale, slick back blonde hair and a pair of dark black sunglasses. And the like kind of sunglasses that are almost like wrap around like Oakley's kind of situation.
Yeah.
That they fully conceal the eyes, and they're talking and looking out the back window. And I think briefly, like through the shot that is pointing out the back window, you see Anton and you see Journey, and then you see them like duck below the area of the camera line, and we see Cigar very briefly like show up in part of the camera view and then like back away out of it. And so you establish like, okay, these people are here, and you get a little bit of audio here. Great. So you're telling me that not only did our clinic burn to the ground, but you also lost your partner. Yeah, that's what happened, boss. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't help us achieve our means. Sorry is an excuse used by weaklings, and I thought I gave you that serum so you weren't going to be a weakling anymore. Right. Right, boss. I'll find the kids. I'll find the kids and I'll get rid of them. Yeah, you'd better. And you see at that moment, you see hundreds of pigeons on the window of the front window, and they go, "What the fuck?"
I was going to destroy this, but I think I'm just going to save all this. And, this is just gold for later. And with that, I think Anton's going to take the entire recording unit itself, just unplug it completely. Just take it with him.
Awesome. We're going to cut back downstairs to the gang.
Word.
As you go up to the double doors of this lab and are able to push through and open, you see a little bit of a familiar sight. You see a lot of tables laid up with lab equipment where there are beakers and vials and things, and there are some papers that have a familiar insignia on them. An owl nested in thorns and thistles.
Hey, we've seen that before.
Where have we seen that before?
Remember there's that one time on that coin that I found back in the, remember when you burned down the cornfield?
I thought you burned down the cornfield.
No, it wasn't me.
I didn't do it.
Must have been Palmer.
Yeah, it's probably Palmer.
Nah, it was me. It was.
Oh, I totally believed it was Palmer.
That's okay.
Journey's gonna look a little sad.
Speaking of Palmer, I wonder what she's doing right now.
Journey is going to look more sad.
We cut the episode right there and we go to Palmer's one shot.
Palmer's episode.
We have the Ocean 11 style cut that shows Palmer, and it starts to like see the cut like widening out and pushing your scene to the side, and Palmer physically grabs the like layer of the cut and pulls it back like, no, fucking, I'm not.
No.
She's like in her cottage in the Feywild, like reading a book. Like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm on break.
Not
I'm on
now. Okay, I'm gonna investigate the beakers.
Start looking for serum. I'm opening all the fridges that I find in this room.
Great. So let's say, hey, Mordecai's looking for serum. Dan is looking at the beakers themselves. And Journey, what are you doing?
I mean, I was just gonna do a general snoop, just like what is in this room.
Okay.
I didn't have anything particular in mind.
Okay, then let's roll some investigate a mysteries.
If Mordecai's looking for serum, he probably gravitates to the beakers first. I will dial in on the papers and do some. I'm going to use that old black magic again, and I'm going to try and make magical effects on my glasses so that I can read this paper really quickly.
Okay.
7 mixed success.
I got a 9.
Goddamn Mordecai with the 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm finding serum.
Yeah, Mordecai, your goal here is to find serum. Yes?
Correct.
Okay. Rather than asking questions, I'm going to let you roll a D4.
Okay, let's dude, we're playing for a 4, baby. Okay, 2. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
You find 3 bottles of the serum that have been stored in cold storage. Journey, as you are looking over this room and generally kind of looking at it, what do you want to ask?
I mean, I guess I can just look to see if anything else is being concealed here.
Mm.
Like, if there's something if there's a button or something hidden under a stack of papers, that kind of shit.
Okay.
That's Journey's specialty.
Dan, what are you asking from your investigative mystery question?
I mean, generally, I want to find out about like this organization and like any sort of goals. Like, I want to do sort of a flexible one.
Okay.
Anything I can glean about the organization, like the structure or the goals. Mechanically, or not mechanically, but flavor-wise, I trace the rim of my black glasses and give myself a speed reading enchantment briefly.
Okay. What happens here is, as Journey is looking around and generally trying to understand like what's going on here, Mordecai goes to the cold storage and finds 3 bottles of the serum. Journey is looking around and finds some information in these documents that have been left here about what is going on. And you see some familiar names. You see Quincy Harker. You see someone being referred to as the Alchemist. And you see someone being referred to as the Swordsman. And it seems as though recently Quincy Harker has disappeared. But in the last bit of information that was given back to this organization, Quincy Harker has learned how to successfully create chimeras. And from Quincy Harker and the Alchemist's research, the Swordsman has created a serum that allows for human application. So we see a list of like trial runs. We see the names of Sorcha and John, whom you met previously, on this list. And you start to see the names of a lot of the victims of recent attacks. And I think it's in that moment that you realize that these people weren't attacked by a wild animal. These people were attacked by their friends.
Oh.
And I will give you a little additional bit of that under the notes of the trials, it says that control is unstable.
You think?
Da, 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 da.
Oh my god.
Da, 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 da,
Not supers.
da, da.
And Dan, as you are also looking over some papers here and kind of taking in the lab, you see a poster for Knight's Fitness, and it says, "Be more than you can be." And you look down and you see that same symbol in the words Et Gloria in Lamia. And someone messed up on the transcription of this information, and they named the Children of Lilith as their group. And I think it is at this moment that you hear a crash and someone cursing from upstairs.
Anton.
Oh no.